Halo is finally fun again. Well, at least that's how I felt about the first Halo Infinite technical preview. And of course, I know many people out there enjoyed Halo 4 and Halo 5. I did not. In my opinion, Halo Reach was a game with many flaws, but there was still a lot of fun to be had in that game. But after playing the Halo Infinite technical preview last weekend, it exceeded my expectations. It really did. It's not perfect. There was many issues, so it is far from perfect, but it did exceed my expectations. I did not expect to enjoy it as much as I did. There was many things that I was pleasantly surprised by. One of those things being the fact that sprint is really slow in Halo Infinite. It doesn't really give you that much of an increase to your speed, and I love that. And I don't think that nullifies sprint and gives it no purpose, because you need to sprint to slide. So sprint still serves a purpose. As I'm sure those of you who have seen my past videos know, I've never been a huge fan of abilities, or more specifically, spawning into the game with abilities. I don't like abilities being a part of the base movement mechanics in a Halo game. Putting the abilities on the map as pickups, that might not be so bad. And with Halo Infinite, it looks like, from what we've seen in the Halo Infinite settings, it looks like thrust is actually going to be an equipment in Halo Infinite. And I'm actually kind of excited about that. I actually am. Like, I kind of want thrust to be a pickup on the map more than I don't. Now, it could turn out that I absolutely hate it. We just have to wait and see. But I just want to make it clear that it was never that I hated abilities altogether. It was just I hated how 343 had implemented them. Admittedly, since the Halo Infinite tech preview, I have been pretty positive about the game. And that doesn't mean I'm jumping to conclusions here. There is still so much of the game we haven't seen. And I'm assuming that a lot of the issues that we've seen in the tech preview will be fixed before launch. And that might not be the case. The game might launch with most of these issues, or even more. We don't know. We don't know how many maps the game's going to launch with, or how much content, what's going to be there, what's going to be missing at launch. We don't know. So I'm definitely not jumping the gun. It's more I'm remaining cautiously optimistic. And that's another thing. I am optimistic. I am more hopeful about Halo Infinite than I've ever been. I mean, I've always been saying that Halo Infinite will probably be 343's best Halo game. That's always been my opinion. But to be honest, a couple months ago, I was actually starting to question that. I was actually sitting there thinking to myself, well, wait a minute. Is Halo Infinite going to be their best game? I mean, it's a new engine. Maybe it won't feel like Halo. I was actually starting to think about it and reconsider. But if the experience in the final game is similar to the experience I had in the Halo Infinite tech preview, then yeah, in my opinion, it is 343's best Halo game. And if I had to guess, I think that will end up being the case. I definitely think Halo Infinite is a better game than Halo 4 and Halo 5 as it stands now. As far as Halo Reach goes, for me, it's too soon to say. I mean, some of you might be thinking, well, of course it's better than Halo Reach. Think about Halo Reach at launch. 100% bloom, armor lock, jetpacks, spawning in with camo, sprint. Halo Reach was a terrible game. This is so much better than Halo Reach. And I agree, the vanilla settings of Halo Reach were pretty trash. But later on, we got better settings in Halo Reach. I love Halo Reach. MLG or hardcore settings, the competitive settings for Halo Reach, where it was no abilities, no bloom. I actually thoroughly enjoy that. And even in the default vanilla Halo Reach settings with the 100% bloom and with the abilities, there was still a lot of fun to be had. There was still satisfying moments within that gameplay. So that's why I don't want to jump the gun and say Halo Infinite is definitely going to be a better game than Halo Reach. I mean, I'm not even jumping the gun about 4 or 5. I'm saying as it stands now, I think Halo Infinite is a better game than Halo 4 and Halo 5, and I think that will be the case once the game launches, hopefully later this year. But even just the thought that I might think Halo Infinite, the Halo game of 2021, is better than Halo Reach from back in 2010, like, that's insane to me. I never would have thought that 343 would release a Halo game that I felt was better than any of Bungie's Halo games. Well, actually, if I'm being fair, that is kind of a lie, because I did think it was possible Halo 4 was going to be a better game than Halo Reach, because back when Halo Reach launched, it was pretty bad compared to the original 3 Halo games, at least in my opinion, and I know many others felt that way as well. And then when 343 took over with Halo, they started updating Halo Reach and pushing it actually in a good direction. They were making some solid changes to that game, so that had me hopeful for Halo 4. And then Halo 4 released, and it felt like a bait and switch. Like, I thought they knew what they were doing, and then they just tried to copy Call of Duty. I don't know. But Halo Infinite, like I've been saying, what I played during the tech preview was a lot of fun. And I know there's some of you who are probably thinking, come on, dude, don't let them fool you again. They fooled us with Halo 4. They fooled us with Halo 5. You know this game isn't going to be good. But listen, I had a decent reason for thinking Halo 4 was going to be an okay game. Because like I said, 343, they were updating Halo Reach and pushing it in a pretty good direction. Then with Halo 5, what had me excited was the fact that this was going to be a return to even starts. So everybody spawns into the match on a level playing field, exactly the same. Same weapons, same grenades, same abilities. And that was a big deal because we didn't have even starts with most of the settings in Halo Reach, and Halo 4 did customizable loadouts, so we definitely didn't have it in that game. So I was excited about that with Halo 5. But I don't think I'm being fooled here. I'm definitely not being fooled here, because I'm not outright saying Halo Infinite's going to be a phenomenal game, Halo is back. I'm saying what I played in the tech preview I thought was fun. I am a fan of classic Halo. Halo 1, 2, and 3. Halo Infinite is even starts. Halo Infinite has the least amount of abilities out of all the Halo games that did have abilities. Sprint in Halo Infinite barely increases your speed. So you could argue Halo Infinite really only has 2 abilities, slide and clamber. And also, I have played Halo Infinite now. So I am more confident that Halo Infinite will be a fun, good game when it launches than I was about Halo 4 or 5 being a good game before they launched. And you know, something that I noticed when I was playing the Halo Infinite tech preview, and this is something I mentioned in my thoughts video about Halo Infinite so far, is that I realized as I was playing Halo Infinite, a lot of the time I was, well, for one, I was enjoying the game. And the second thing is, I was thinking a lot about all the new, fun, unique things that you could pull off in this game with all of Halo Infinite's new sandbox elements. I was thinking about these things. I was walking around the map, trying different things in various areas of the map. Like, for example, the big thing, the grapple hook. The grapple shot just opens the door to so many different possibilities. Like, I'm using that thing, I'm trying all these different things. I'm like, how far can I sling myself across the map? How much control do you have while you're grapple shotting? Can you shoot while you grapple shot? I'm testing that out. I'm trying to grapple shot chickens. I wonder if you can grapple shot an item that another player is grapple shotting. I wonder if you could grapple shot it to you as they're grapple shotting it to them. Can you grapple shot a grenade or a rocket out of the air? I'm just thinking to myself, what can you do with this thing? Also, the sensor thing where it detects enemies, you can see them through wall. I forget what it's called. I'm just gonna call it the sensor. With that thing, I'm trying various things with that. I'm like, oh, how far across the map can you shoot it? Can you put it on a chicken? You can't. It just kills the chicken. You can put it. I found that you can put it on a teammate, and the teammate can walk around with that and like scan people while they're walking around with it. I'm trying out all these different techniques involving sprinting and sliding, because there are some techniques you can utilize to give yourself more of a momentum boost, and that could allow you to cover more ground with your slide. So again, I'm just trying all these different unique things in Halo Infinite, and I'm thinking to myself, what is possible in this game? Whereas when I was playing Halo 4 and Halo 5 for the first time, what was going through my head, what I was really focused on, was one, all the elements from Classic Halo, the good elements from Classic Halo that were not carried over into Halo 4 or Halo 5, and I was also thinking a lot about the new additions that 343 has introduced in Halo 4 and Halo 5 that ultimately hurt Halo's gameplay, in my opinion. So again, with Halo 4 and 5, I was doing a lot of thinking to myself, okay, why is this in the game? Why did they do that? Why are they giving us this? What the hell are they? Why is this in the game? I was also thinking, why didn't they bring this over from this game? Why isn't this carried over from the classic Halo games? Why did they leave this out? And then when I played Halo Infinite, I was having a lot of fun and just thinking about all the cool, unique possibilities that you can pull off in this game with Halo Infinite's sandbox items. I mean, there is such a contrast there of my perception of Halo 4 and Halo 5 the first time I played them, and my perception of Halo Infinite the first time I played it. So anyways, guys, like I said, I enjoyed that Halo Infinite tech preview more than I thought I was going to, and I definitely, for me anyways, Halo Infinite, it seems to be a game that is more fun to play than it is to watch, because from the footage we saw of it, even the footage we saw Halo Infinite during the live stream that 343 did before the tech preview started, I was thinking to myself during that, this looks okay, looks alright, but I thoroughly enjoyed that tech preview. Again, that doesn't mean I think the game is perfect. That doesn't mean it's going to have a smooth launch. This game could still turn out to be pretty bad. That could happen. But I gotta say, to feel what I felt when I played Halo Infinite a couple days ago, that feeling was so refreshing, because I feel like I haven't felt that in a long time, especially with Halo. Like, I feel like I haven't felt that feeling in gaming for a long time. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I think I got my point across that so far I'm really enjoying the game, and I'm more optimistic for Halo Infinite than ever before. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to mention. Regardless of whether or not I think Halo Infinite feels like Halo, regardless if I think it feels like Call of Duty, it was fun, in my opinion. I had fun. I enjoyed it. Regardless of what you want to say about it, it feels like this game, it doesn't feel like that game, I still thought it was a lot of fun. Now, it is a Halo game. It should feel like Halo, and ultimately, I do think it feels like Halo, but I do think there were some elements there, maybe things like the way the HUD looks, the fact that we're using automatic weapons at longer ranges than we ever have, really, in Halo, because you have the ADS on the assault rifle, you don't get descoped when you get shot at. The Commando, that's an automatic precision type of weapon, and we're using that longer range, and we don't usually use automatics at longer ranges in Halo. Also, all the stuff that pops up in the middle of the screen, the points, the kill, when you get it, when you kill somebody, all that stuff in the middle of the screen. I think it's a bunch of stuff like that kind of made Halo Infinite feel, it reminded me of some other games. But ultimately, I do feel like Halo Infinite feels like Halo. And on that note, I'm going to end this. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.